I've made some mistakes in my garden in the past, such as covering up these beautiful Victorian tiles with click together decking tiles, but we've come a long way since then, so I thought I would give you guys a little update of how far we've come with the garden since doing over the patio. As a reminder, this is what our garden looked like at the beginning of the year. It was so dreary and dirty and horrible. Just looking at this footage makes my skin crawl. We have come a long way, but we still have a lot more to do, so let's talk about it. To finish off our patio, we did install a new gate, which had been on the to-do list for a very, very long time. I'm so glad we finally got this done. I put this off for a really long time because I'm very stubborn and I have to do things by myself instead of getting anyone else to come in and do them for us. But I also didn't want to do it at all. But we did get there in the end. I will say I put the garden gate the wrong way on purpose at first and then realized I didn't like it. So later on we did flip it back around. Next on the agenda this summer was the shed. It was looking really sorry for itself earlier in the year, and at a later date we do need to do a big makeover on this, but for now we've just patched it up to make our garden look a lot nicer. We started with a fresh coat of white paint and a new trellis that I managed to squeeze in the car somehow, and we got to work. I had to cut the honeysuckle all the way back to the ground earlier on in the spring, and I was so worried that it wasn't going to grow back, but it did, and it grew back better than ever. I added a few clematis plants next to it to help encourage it so that they could grow together, and this really helped fill in the shed, which is looking a little bit worse for wear underneath all the plants, but this is what it's looking like at the moment. I'm so glad the honeysuckle grew back. I did quite a bit more to get our garden looking like this, so you'll have to come back for part 2 to see everything else that we did in the garden this summer.